And currently, I am in Chicago working as second vice president for cybersecurity in Northern Trust. I wanted to have some fun because I know student life is not fun. To be honest, I never felt like giving up because you landed in US to achieve something, but finally the good news came after like
Yeah.
2.5 months or something. Yeah, that was good. It's like you will just be one piece of paper. It's not something you can stand out. And then I felt there's no recruiter or company HR who's eagerly waiting to pick the right candidate in a networking event.
So the next segment will be you got a job after 6 months. So
Yeah.
the 6 month waiting game, that is the
Uh,
toughest battle a person can have.
Correct.
So I've seen so many people break during this phase, the
Yeah.
long wait for a job. How did you handle those months?
I was this is totally my personal self. I never actually broke down. I took it as a personal time for me because you needed that because I had like a hectic 2 years of masters. Then I needed some break, and I was fortunate, to be unemployed for that few months. But I had the other extracurricular activities. I started playing lots of sports and all. That is something I enjoyed from childhood, so it helped me stay calm. Again, I was, like people say, I don't put job applications as a part of your daily schedule. Sit 4 hours, 5 hours, put a timer, start tailoring. No, you enjoy your day. If you see some job you feel you can apply, just apply it. It's not like even though if you apply one job per day, it's totally fine, right? You can take break. Sometimes maybe you like multiple jobs, you apply 30, 40 per day. So that is fine. You just
It's like
wait.
quality over quantity.
Yeah. So you just go with the flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Did you start doubting your skills or feel like you weren't good enough at any time of point?
Uh, no, I never felt I was, I always thought I was good for the market. I wouldn't say I was the perfect candidate, but then I always felt given a chance I could, do any job because everything is a new learning in the job. So I was pretty confident. If given a chance in any of the job role, I think I could have learned because I think I had the basics covered. That is what matters.
Did you ever consider going back to India because things just weren't working out?
No, no, because I know I can do something, and then I was just waiting for my time. That is what it matters, waiting for your time. How do you wait is what matters.
Yes. The process
Yeah,
matters. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So how did your family react during that waiting period?
They were
They
pretty chill. Yeah.
come back or
No, they didn't. They never spoke about my unemployment because I know you and most of my friends know how chill or relaxed I am in any situation. I was pretty much shocked because they were even more relaxed and chill. They had lots of trust and faith in me. Even they knew that if I get a chance, at least one interview, I could get it done. So they were like, it's fine, just go with the flow. Everybody gets their own time, and then you should be fine. You shouldn't get tensed. You have everything done. You have finished your hard work. Just believe in yourself, and then you'll get everything on time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who or what became your biggest support system during those months?
yeah. I would firstly say my friends for sure because yeah, all my friends from my masters, from my school, always you have someone to talk with. So everybody, and then obviously you have to be your own friend support system sometimes. Some late nights, you have when you think where it is going wrong or what you're doing. So I would say myself, my friends, my family, and then even random strangers because I had a couple of instances where I was just playing something and I just talked to random strangers and they start supporting because people in US are, they're good. They support you, they listen to you, and they give you their best things. So that was
Yeah.
something fine. So
So
that's
the
totally
next
fine.
so the next segment will be the breakthrough, getting that offer. So the moment came, you got the offer. What did that feel like?
That was super special. That was super special. I was just waiting for the offer letter. But after like after 2.5 months, I got the offer. And even I think they wanted to surprise me or something. They just kept dragging on because they told me you were selected, but then they were not sending the offer letter. Yeah. So with this, so many phishing and, all this marketing things going on, I was literally waiting for that moment. And I think after a week or 10 days, they sent me the offer letter. and I didn't know how to react, at
Yeah.
least for a couple of seconds, but then yeah, later on I felt, it was worth the wait.
So, what
Yeah.
helped you stand out from the rest of the applicants?
I think your confidence and job, that is for sure. I would say it's not how much you know, it is how you're conveying in the interviews, or how are you conveying in the interviews? How are you receiving the questions they ask, or how do you accept yourself in interviews? So I think that is something I was very happy doing it.
So, what was kind of the biggest mistake you made in your job search?
Ah. Yeah, what mistake? I don't know. Maybe I should have taken job search a little more serious. I don't know.
Seriously.
Yeah, little bit. I was so relaxed. I know even my friends started scolding me. I'm so relaxed and all. But yeah, I should have been a little bit serious. But I don't
Mm.
know if I can be that again.
It's okay. Now you have a job.
Yeah.
If you could go back and do one thing differently, what would it be?
Oh, now this time. Yeah, I
In
think
job.
now I'm in the job. I know what HRs and all are looking for.
Yeah.
So I think I'll little bit change my resume and see how to reach out to people, or what kind of projects are expecting, what kind of issues companies looking at. Yeah, so basically to answer your question, it would be how little bit concentration on my resume, little
So,
bit. Yeah.
do you think the 6 month wait made you a stronger professional today?
um I think so. I don't know, I always felt I was strong enough.
So it's a vague question.
Yeah,
So,
no, and I felt, yeah, the only thing, that 6 months waiting period, I think I had like good recovery from my masters. That was something I enjoyed. So yeah, obviously, after a good refreshing period, you would be at a good point. So yeah, I would say that was good.
the 6 month wait period gave you a lot of patience.
Yeah, that is agreed. Agreed.
So, the next segment will be life at Northern Trust. So, from Northeastern to Northern Trust, what change in
Okay.
terms of expectations and responsibilities?
Oh yeah, responsibilities, I would say a lot because of the job role I am in. It is like too much of expectations, and you're always at the receiving end.
Mhm.
And then what else? What response? I think that's a total different thing. Working as a full time and then as a student, the
Yeah.
responsibilities itself are different. You'll have to finish your courses on time, get things
Mhm.
done. You need money for survival. But then now it is a little bit different. But then student life over full time,
Full time
anytime.
job.
Yeah.
So, what does your day to day work look like as a second VP?
Basically, as a job role, I told I work for the cybersecurity team. We are actually the first line of defense for a company. So my role would be something similar to operations, security operations analyst. So we would be someone who would respond to any incidents that come up, or any cyber attacks that come in. So we would always, you have to be a lot attentive, and you have to keep looking at your company architecture and networks, what's happening. So you have to be, you should have a good knowledge of working knowledge of what's happening within your company.
Mm.
You need to have like multi skills, where you have to know each and everything, because they can be finance issue, they can be some tech issue, they can be some phishing attack, something. So it's like you have to be master of all trades, but jack of security operations is. So yeah, it's like basically it's like incident response team, and then we safeguard the bank from the cyber world.
Makes sense. So,
Yeah.
what skills from university or part time work still help you today?
Okay, first talking about the academics, cloud computing and networking for sure, because I work a lot with networking and cloud.
Hmm.
And then again, big data is for data analysis. Yeah, data analysis and the other data AI tools, because I am lucky because my teams rely on me for a little bit of AI knowledge. And then big data course is something I would thank my professor. And then again, I took another, yeah, data architecture course. That again helps me for data analysis, because we have to analyze the issues and analyze the logs, everything. So these three courses helped me. And again, there's one course, yeah, I think a application engineering development, AED, which everybody
Yeah.
knows in Northeast. Yeah, that is something I would say it helped a little bit because, you'll have to understand the whole project as, each fragmentation or segmentation, how it is being worked. So that is something I would say it helped me. And then talking about part-time, RSO again taught me to be attentive because I have to, each shift is for 4 hours. So you have to sit at a point for 4 hours without moving anywhere. So that's the same with my job. I have to sit like 6, 7 hours straight without any breaks or something. So, that patience from RSO attentiveness, and then obviously from the TA, like I said before, you have to be up to date with the skills, knowledge, and the tech stuff. It is similar in the security world as well. You have to know each and everything because you sleep next day morning, you don't know what new cyber attack comes up. So you'll have to keep yourself updated.
So, like, you have worked in India as well as
Yeah.
in America currently. So, any cultural shock in corporate America?
uh,
Maybe a lot of
I,
cultural shocks.
I know. I don't know how should I put it. Hmm.
The work timings.
Yeah, work timings for sure. Work timings for sure. Work culture. At least from my company, because my company comes first for the work culture. That is hands down. I think that is one thing I was very much interested in while interviewing because your work culture is the best in US, I can say for sure. And then the team is super supportive. That is something I'm again extremely happy about. I had a similar, you know, no, like yeah, this is a lot of technical which I wanted to get, but back in India I was not into too much technical, though I was hired for technical role. But then I had a lot of client facing in India, but I don't have client facing now here. So it's a different thing. Response, I would say, yeah, obviously the time zone difference. People in India, they even for my counterparts, there are people who are working in India. So even in this time, or maybe early morning for my time, if I need something, I'll have to. I know how it feels to text an Indian person, but then yeah, it's just because the job demands they have to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, while I was on the receiving end, so I understood now why they text at this time. But yeah, I think both are different ships to compare upon. It's not something I can comment easily.
So the last segment is a rapid fire round. Let's
Okay.
wrap it with a rapid fire to inspire the
Okay.
next wave of dreamers who are willing to come to the US.
Yep.
So the rapid fire questions. The first question will be, what's your dream role in the next 5 years?
I would get more understanding of my company's architecture and maybe become a tier two where I will be in a position to design some architectures for my company. I don't want to aim much, but then yeah, this is a gettable job in 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing about Northeastern you would genuinely miss.
Whole Northeastern, Boston,
Well,
Northeastern. No, no,
Northeastern,
yeah.
Boston.
Yeah. Whole.
Yeah, everyone. If you are in Boston, it's like heaven kind of feeling, and if you're
Yeah.
not,
There's yeah.
like, I don't want to.
No specific thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Northeastern Boston, everything I miss.
So most underrated skill for students today.
Skills
You-
today. I would say communication, confidence, acceptance. You'll have to accept what you don't know. You'll have to accept that you are not the correct fit for everything. You should stop blaming the companies, thinking you're the only best candidate. So yeah. So these three I would though because I feel a student who's doing masters is technically good for any role they're applying, but the non-tech skills are something which matters the most.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, one advice for fall 2025 students coming to the US.
Uh, I would say, yeah, it's like dream big. You can dream big because this is a place for opportunities, and then you have to be patient. Patience is the key. I would tell it's like you land in the US, not from the first day you'll get everything. The
Mm.
US dream is good. You can achieve it, but then you'll have to wait. You have to know how much to wait, what to do in the wait, and then finally everything works out. It's like just worth the wait is what I would call.
So it's
Just
like
have
you,
to accept the wait.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
US
yeah.
teaches you how to become an ideal person.
Correct. Yeah. So it's like it teaches you how to be grounded. It's like the waiting. The more you wait, the more good things happen to you. I think there's a saying which goes by, everything happens for your own good. That is something you will learn for sure after coming to US. But then, yeah, I would suggest students to come. But then don't, think of only job as your target, right? You're coming here for studies. That should be your first thing. Yeah, it's like go step by step. You come on the first day, you aim to get a job at, Fang, Mang, Netflix. You want to get there, and like, no, that is something I would cut here itself. Finish your masters in 1.5 year, 2 years. Do good courses. Get your knowledge ready. Knowledge doesn't get wasted anywhere. So
Right.
you just have to wait for your time.
So, one last question.
Yeah.
Do you advise people to come to the US for studying?
Yes, for
The
sure.
next
For sure.
opportunity.
Yes, for sure. I am always open for studying, always open, hands down open to studying. That's what I told you. You have to come here. Your first target would be to finish your masters with good courses. I wouldn't say good CGPA, with good courses. So finish your courses. And then the other thing I would tell is, you have to be ready for the opportunity. It's not like you have to be ready. You have to be ready. You have to grab it whenever it comes. It's like you shouldn't pray, you should wait for it, but as soon as you get an opportunity, you shouldn't waste it. So for you to not waste an opportunity, you should be technically good enough. And then obviously, like I said, the non-tech skill should also be there.
Yeah.
So wait for your time, but then do good thing. First step, I would tell them to come here, finish the masters with good courses, and then start thinking about the job. I know there'll be a lot of peer pressure and unnecessary noise everywhere. Start applying from first semester. No, you're here. You'll have to enjoy your life a little bit. You're not
But
an AI or robo. Yeah, they are AI tools which will take over. So you better be human. Come here, study, finish your masters. Maybe in last semester, start applying. Think of job market because you never know how the job market is in the next 1 week.
yeah.
So it's total stupidity thinking you landed for fall 2025 and hoping you'd get a job somewhere in a big company in like 1.5 year. That is no. You don't even know how your next semester would go. So
Yeah.
come here, study well. That is what I would tell.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Aditya, thank you
Thank
so much for not sugarcoating your journey. Stories like yours remind us that struggle is real, but so
Yeah.
is the success if you stay persistent. So, to
Correct.
all the listeners, if this episode helped you, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe Chandhu's World for more powerful stories from the international student community. That's it.
Bye, everyone.